He's earned a second Grammy nomination for himself and his nation, Ghana. Indeed, it will not be far-fetched to say that Rocky Dawuni rocks. The music icon's success has ignited excitement in the Ghanaian showbiz industry amid heightened expectation of winning the trophy. We are seated for a riveting conversation on Rocky Dawuni's Grammy Awards nomination. I am Benefo Boabin Abrantipa, and this is Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV, also showing on Xylophone TV. Thanks for joining us. It's 1 hour of great company brought to you by Cheesy Pizza. Cheesy Pizza has all you want from juicy smoothies, jollof, fried rice, spag, and meatballs. We have great deals for you all week round. Cheesy Pizza gives you the McCheesy combo every Monday and Thursday. With only 49 cedis, you get one small pizza, fries, chicken, one cola drink at all branches. Tuesdays are Super Tuesdays at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Buy your Super Family Pizza at half price every Tuesday for 40 cedis at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Be part of the midweek bonanza every Wednesday. Buy and get one free at all Cheesy Pizza branches. And also remember to start your weekend with special jollof and fried rice from Cheesy Pizza branches every Friday. Call 026 4133 397 to place your order. 026 4133 397 to place your order. Cheesy Pizza, your way. Joining me on this episode of Bloggers Forum, Nene B is a columnist. He's an author, a lawyer in the making. I don't know whether I say law dream no or the Atun Chenya, but Nene, thanks for joining us. So it's still.
I have a law degree.
I say law dream. You can have a degree, but will not want to practice it. Like continue and practice.
I've actually not decided how I want to practice it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. You can have a degree. So I'm not. You can have a degree and still sell buffets.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, I do have a retail business in Ada. That's what I do majorly.
Yeah. Or sometimes I say, Nani already do.
We don't books,
Nani Aredu is the director at oneplayafrica.com. He is an artist manager, event organizer. He says he doesn't want me to say he's everything showbiz, but you know, Mr. Misbel attend concert or no, any Guru that makes the hit songs Nina La Paz Toyota karaoke. Ne home crony benina on fans by me, I'm man fans. Nana,
ask him why does it look like Chasamwadi?
Nana, you are fine.
Namia do moko me pe shirt pepper.
Me da say.
Pepper. Ba
me to me no aka ho.
Me she bi say, me make to be ama.
Nti ya to me no ka ho. Enye ba.
Mamu na ho na ma.
Ne nkofo ne ton. But you see why do you look like Chasamwa? I know you're very close to him.
Not close. I do work with Charles.
Okay. You know, is that why you look like him? According to Nene, me, I have not observed that.
You know, I'm a creative guy. I think I'm one of the best in the world when it comes to creativity. So if I have a client or an artist whose image I'm selling, and I have to sell it the best way I can, I have to represent the image. When George Anda was spraying his hair yellow and was the MTN CMO, nobody said anything wrong with it, you know. So if
there's something wrong.
I'm just saying that it's an easier way to, you know, to push the agenda. But I just want to give shout out to Guy Things for giving me something to wear to come on the show. He watched last week's episode of Bloggers Forum on Xylophone.
Okay.
And he said, "Oh, Nana, mama be national, me hype about myself." But aside that, I have some questions I want to ask. It's very important to me. Last week, I figured that the last time Nana was on the show, there was a girl called Tina.
Okay. And Tina, your girl?
No, not Tina. Tina who works at Ghana Web.
Okay.
My work colleague.
Your work colleague. But it looks like today, whilst we're filming this episode, Nene brought in a different
Tina.
You see, this is the reason why a lot of girls say men of today cannot be trusted.
Okay.
Because as a matter of fact, somebody who has a law degree and sells
viewers, forget I'm here.
Somebody who has land, Manson 20. Okay, law, I go find girl number Tina territory. Say Tina me who say yes.
Tina qua assignment. Okay.
What am I saying? Say that girl back. Nene was here, but he was some lady.
What has that got to do with anything? Tina and I, we work together. Sometimes
you brought chocolate and you wrote on it Tina's chocolate. I think that is a new brand, Tina's chocolate.
I don't
have anything to say. You see, when you respond to statements which are factually wrong. You identify that statement to make people believe that that statement is, have some merit.
Lawyer, call.
the only thing said here, factually wrong. The fact that Tina is not here.
And that is factual. But Amabroni is here. She's actually on standby with the tidbits. We call it in Komoho.
I'm to me who says na what be and come across to showbiz industry mu near one tia see near far was suma when who come maybe bana match church mu nyina na what twins ama broni masan so atwimiti we de mama yen chekra mama yen twan ho na ne yakɔ nyina yen fam beson say ye kang de na me de asempa na nam wonim se krom hade de bia ye kase o ye pese yen artist ye numtofo wo ko international awards yen ka yen so say sefata koso numpani na ye twaguma mo na ye da sorry ya ye Ghanaian reggae artist ye Rocky Dawuni say de wenya ne second Grammy nomination I mo beka 2016 and onya first one na we de is in the category of best global music album na ye ne album de betu dwa nche ye cry ye Voice of Boombon volume 1 and as say de when a Grammy nomination. Na semi de yes de ne behwe Ghana fo ne behwe. And ne for social media baby asema ankofo kan say Rocky congratulations. Na sa category a wo mu on e Angelina Kudjo and Wizkid and Kaibiaka and contend for sa category. Yeah that's so na Grammy nomination common so dancer musician Stonebwoy and a nomination e be to dwa no so someone munim say ye nkofo ebiese bi o partner wo won album so ye Sean Paul Etana and Jesse Royale say de wanya nomination yi bi na mo ankasa wo se mo amonye calculation say tomu na se nkofo ebiese wo mu ba kumpo wini sa category na ene wa ankasa se weni tia ye nkwa ye nyuma ye de Grammy nsem yi kogudia ene efia odo actress efia odo chirima Ghana ha say mu susu se na ya oyi ne ho kakra se skin kakra na astre ho kakra nufu kakra wa oni mefia odo dada nyuna ma be chirimu kwa focus o se ne oti de ne kuna odi kunu se kuna obi be fa ni se me ba be je wo list be kwa koye ho ade de ne sister o nhie bi da no se de bi wa wodi wani to fema efia do na esu o se mia na mu se fully covered ene ne yi wa hye won ti besi na hu skin ba akokra wo nyina wo hwa wo gina aso dem ne hiri baba wo bom ase yakopon ma wonkunu nti ono de onti ase o se mo ka se we yi ne hu se wa cover ne hu o se ne nyina ne reason nti a oberma betumi aka se obeso ware efia odo ya no sanso de achem se de ohwehwe odo efia odo ohwehwe odo o se odo kan ankasa na se de opew o se na ya manfo anse merima ne woni ni die gori ofele se bi gori keke no pesa o se de bi se de so wo hoisa an actress influencer te so obone braid efia odo so ohwehwe oberma obedo no obesoni mu so obia pa ayo se ya tua so dia unim se Twitter journalist Albert Bessie o se agenda nkwa na ekoso ye wo ha na video bi beto dwa ye wo se ya talk Jackie and Kofi Jama muko Afriman na je wo kopie hon for Afrima Awards na video bi na yehu se Jackie afam Kofi Jama fam no se fam emu ye den ankasa we se wo chia ne ade na ne nchen hwa na ya talk nso gina ho yes say ya talk person ko so na nko ofam Jackie bi wa ma Kofi Jama nka wa ma ne bi ye ba woni say Jackie afa ne nchen akọ na mafu say oh Adam one no want to call na cause America for life mu nyina mu ye American rappers mu say Kumasi wa na mufi na nsem yi beto dwa na nkofo sro ya talk ne ade na Kofi Jama be che mo say Ghana for akọ yesi mu pese de bia mu kede nkofuti mu keka nkofuti bom enye sa na ete ade ne kura Jackie obeto won odi kan ne ya talk ekasa video ni nchen ho baby na manfu atwa na wode ya agenda na Jackie be chire mama mu hu se on ya talk ni to kwa bia R2B so mo album ya na nse ya mo launch na ase eno ko share ya talk neja ono so afam nti ya talk nya ne hack nti se de asem nyina ye de akwa kogu yo baby I'm a kind of what ya rapper no din nsem bia betuja o chema ono so oti we safi kwawie ye no mfa obi ase obefa ne se ne yire a onware biom na nsem yo de betuja na manfo se November na ye wei akabosome ba akopɛ December na ye wi afi nti wo beka se afi kwawie na wonware ya nware biama unai sibibi so ana se agenda bi na opese okweti amanfo se fa mu nkyire mu man na wotwe nkomo ba kwa na nkankofo ni die chipa ye journalist Albert mu beka yo betro post bi se ye GH1 campaign na nka anti cyber bullying campaign nka pesa nka wona ne yen onye biem na some dey man for one cause na ba na mo a dey share ase ani so post some video bi a boy you call audition for the next TV star wo GH1 okoto se wa make here Bridgetoto no pay mu na nkasa na ba na mo na eja wo kan anim otutu bi man no wo so no dey on Twitter na agenda okeka nsema fa san kofo bi ese nyina ho na eja wo di bibi man no wo wie wo so no kra office studio ho no mo sake no wo wie beluzu na adwuma afede na ekopie mu ani se video bi beto picture bi beto ha ye so on na ba na mo abulare kwafukuru ya wo efi GH1 fo no no wankwakọ meeting bi na beto just opese anka wo management but oba ye bloggers forum e no betwem on abrante partners no do to just enye se bia opese wo management o se anka Monday ya anka oba be start some campaign bi anka be die nim anti cyber bully campaign but say the Albert on na ebusuafo asusu ho ne maame on adofo bi atenase na wan akaka nsema cheni to say the also opamocho GH1 for damase but on muntumi enye sa campaign. Music producer Fredima, wonum se na nsefo ni de mu hye da ni but di kanfo ni bi me ka music producers ye kan ne kan ono odi nchiremi aba betu dwa kwan ye fa so fi Peace FM o chema ye Kwesi Aboachi, host of entertainment review radio station so ogu nani message say wan fani di mpo ama na ebra na opesa nko oyini fi ne panelists ni so o chema nsem bi na si asem no po na hye da nya asem biara na se no wan fani di ama ne se ne wan fo obu ba kupo say ama ne make sure so de ne nansi ho ma ye Fredima wontu ne nampo esi Peace FM ho biem e no so ne be si ne ne ya wan kasa asem ne to no de no hu be bia nkonfam po suicide bi kra say obeye basa na akopesa nko no kasa ejeni nkwafi wo but nyame ncha de wanye ti Fredima achirima Kwesi Aboachi disrespect na the man no odwen ho a onti ase unu se den nsem no na edoso nti amabo ni migusua de meni di echi na wotwe da ye ni nsem ebekoso biara meboabo ni nyina na besom ti abanti pa wo no abadwafo monsom na monto asomayen.
Thanks, Amandoni, for the tidbits. For more of these stories, visit our website www.ghanaweb.com. Let me begin with Nenebi. I say Olonchi and Niema. Nene, I mean, you know what? There's one thing about Nene. When we have the tidbits, it's easy to predict the ones that he will talk about. Let's see if he will not talk about Efiodo. Nene,
I will not talk about Efiodo.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
See, there is something I used to have this thing I used to record for my social media, right? And anytime I was introducing myself, like this guy doesn't like to say, oh, he does everything so showbiz. I used to say, oh, I've done everything I used to do in entertainment except Efiodo. That's something I used to say.
What does that mean?
I've done everything I used to do in the entertainment industry except Efiodo.
What does that mean?
That means I've done everything I used to do in the entertainment industry. I've tried like Efiodo, she's a sweet person. And I've interacted with her on a very few occasions. And
I met her at the RTB's album launch.
Yeah, she's a sweet person. She's very supportive of artists who are her friends. And she's very supportive of the movements and agendas she believes in. But I don't want to talk about Efiodo.
Okay.
But he just spent
some 1 minute on Efiodo.
I want to talk about, there's something I find very funny about musicians, right? When they are in their peak and when they are, not in their peak, right? When EL was in his peak, when he won Artist of the Year, I remember there was a lot of controversy around the fact that people felt that he didn't deserve to win that award because his songs were big in Accra and only in Accra, and he hadn't penetrated to other parts of Ghana, right? Which was a legitimate, claim against him. But EL, when he was hot, was picking awards here and there, right? And everybody was happy for him, right? And now that he's no more picking awards, what is he saying? He's saying that he makes music for the people, doesn't make it for awards. Let's like Shatwale said.
But he has always been saying that. This is just someone just re-echoing whatever he has said.
Okay, I've not heard him say that before.
Okay.
I've not heard him say that before. And I heard Shatwale used to also say that he made a whole diss song for Tata House. Me no need your award, blah blah blah. And then the following year he won Artist of the Year, and of course that year too he didn't attend because that would not look good. But he was excited about winning the award. And then when he had issue with Chatter House again, he said he was selling the award for 2 Ghana again. But anyway, I don't know why people don't seem to understand that being an artist, right? Awards are part of, how, you see whether people like you or not. People, is a way of, awards don't show whether the audience like you or not, actually. Or they show whether the industry respects you or not. That's why when you win an award, the way the industry looks at you is different from the way and even the way the audience look at you when you win an award, it's kind of different. I've heard artists who are, you talk about that later, but I've heard artists say that even getting nomination for certain awards changes how they even charge. You understand?
True.
So I don't really like when artists, criticize the concept of, awarding, because I think that awarding is very good for an artist's image. Initially, I'd planned to talk about a fear or door, but two people made me talk about something else. So let's move on.
Nana, I mean, Tiwa, what kind of fear or don't we have now?
I see so many marriage. EL says, if I don't marry this year, I'll marry this. If I don't marry,
he will not marry again.
He will marry again. Yeah. Come out says he'll marry again. I said, marry, Landos.
Kind of what power are you?
Can't afford it, don't do. And maybe Saturday we can be a boss. But I initially wanted to address a family agent comment about Easy.
Yeah.
And also, he talking about how the Ghanaian culture is tilted towards welcoming foreigners aside just music. But something that I just saw in the list I didn't see earlier was Honorable Deputy Minister for the Creative Arts, Makokoko Mante, saying that the president sees the art industry as a big deal. So I just want to shed some light on it. I feel that we get it wrong when we think presidents who come in and out of the country, they have less respect for the arts. I think Ghanaians get it wrong big time, because the Ghanaian mind is trained, or probably is told, that music is the only creative arts thing that's happening, music and film.
Yeah.
So if you're in the tourism sector, they don't add you to the creative arts thing. If you're in the artisan business, they don't add you to it. What am I saying?
Yeah.
So because musicians are having one hell of a trouble, trying to find their feet in the creative arts sector, everybody assumes that, the government does not like the creative arts. So I'm happy to hear the Honorable Deputy Minister say the president sees our industry as a big deal. And I agree, because if you look at what GTA has done over the years, even film, because we were pushing for them to do a commercial on CNN and these big media platforms. Because if you look at CNN, you see Visit Dubai, Visit Qatar. They do all these amazing commercials to portray their country as the go-to destination for tourists. And so once they went into that, we had a different change of perception. Perception became better for the country. I think it's high time the music industry and the film industry also understand that they're also part of the tourism thing. Because you see, music is the biggest form of tourism, right?
Yeah.
Music is the biggest.
Yeah.
Music and film. They are the biggest form of tourism, because
music tend to generate more tourism than film.
Because
music is easily accessible.
When Sarkodie went on the BET platform and he said that if you want to visit Ghana this December, if you want to visit Africa, choose Ghana, right? And then when he came back, he was giving a hero's welcome. Some of us were like, oh no, he shouldn't. But on the second, I think that they should have. That thing they did was very good, to encourage artists to know that you're also part of the creative arts sector. Tourism is key in driving the creative arts sector, right? Because you see, the GT has been able to put in a very well working format that they can tell their database, the number of pubs outside in of Accra. They can tell you the number of pubs, the number of bars, beaches. People who are assigned to the GTA hardly do stuff without a GTA approval.
Yeah.
And the GTA has been able to do so well that now local tourism is booming. I don't know if you pay attention. People are doing trips to Shah Hills, people are going to Cancun. Ever since the government made in the last budget that they were going to foster development in these areas, you've seen a lot of improvement in local tourism. I mean, people like Abegu Santana with his he has a tour,
Kaya tour,
doing amazing. Jonila, who is a half blogger, half half into tourism, doing amazing as well. You know,
There
so
are some other smaller people. We see almost every Saturday, I see people organizing, trips
around.
to other parts of Ghana.
It's all because the GTA is working. The Ghana Tourism Authority is what I mean by GTA. It's working really well, and with their campaign of See Ghana,
See Ghana,
where
Ghana.
Ghana.
When you mentioned the advertising on CNN, I thought you were going to go into that because I've seen that
Yes,
Ghana,
It's
where
Ghana.
ad on CNN.
It's
So
running.
I think that if the president has sees our industry as a big deal, then the perception has to change that music and film is not the only.
It's not the only.
Yes, what am I saying?
Yeah.
They should understand that they need to go beyond the love things that they say, especially the filmmakers. Go beyond the love and try. Gone on this way, Kwanzaa will give us a movie that is even about love, but brings all the culture differences together, and you can learn something out of it. The love of love, all those movies that he did. These days, you can easily predict a Ghanaian movie. What am I saying? I think that we have to commend the government. In the new budget, they did mention that they were going to continuously push the agenda of tourism, and he raised concerns last week on radio that they are leaving out the music, and no, music is also tourism. Movies are also part of tourism. So if they understand, and the unions there be in those two sectors get to sit with the GT and say, how are you able to build a framework that is working for you? Because I was telling somebody, I know we have to go for a break. I was telling somebody that GTA knows the number of bars in Accra, across the country. If Grammy is serious, they need to sit down with the Ghana Tourism Authority to say that, listen, before you issue out a license to a bar, right, issue our license too. So this is our rate. If you want to operate a bar, charge or you pay X amount of money for playing music in your bar, and then we will pick the money up from GTA. I don't know why we have people who have been able to do things successfully, yet we are jumping them, and we are always looking for solutions around them.
All right, that's Nani Aredu, director at oneplayafrica.com. We are going for a quick break. When we return, we'll talk about Rocky Dawuni and the Grammys.
Avance Media, it's hosting the third edition of the Ghana Blogger Summit, which is a conference for bloggers, influencers, and journalists to come together and share ideas and learn more skills and try to build a career for themselves. Well, we know blogging is a growing community in Ghana. It's no longer a community, but it's becoming a profession. And it is something that we have to model so that the upcoming ones can be able to know what is right and what is wrong, and then how to actually make money from their craft or from their talent or whatever they're putting out there. So the summit is to teach people, also provide a platform for networking, and also provide a platform where people can share among themselves what they are doing to succeed in their businesses. So what we are doing is we are bringing very experienced and successful bloggers from Ghana and also other parts of the country, other part of the continent to come and share what they have, share what they've been doing, so that the upcoming ones can also learn from it. Well, it's a big platform for you to be able to discover what you want to do, discover the people in the community, to discover a lot of things around how you can make money, how you can build your blog to have the best SEO, the techniques that others are using to build their blogs to become international blogs. So if you come, you are definitely going to add on to your value. You gain more knowledge and also get to meet new people. And we are creating this to be the biggest new media conference in Africa. So if you come, you're going to be part of this community. We expect over 300 people, and then tickets are already sold out. So if you are still out there, I would encourage you to either maybe join us online, or also if you still want to pass through the event, so you can also come. This year the keynote speaker is George Britton, who is a veteran blogger in Ghana who has created his own other new media company just from blogging. So we are hoping that others will also come and learn from him. We have other speakers like Kobe Che from Kobe Che News. We have Rashad Emmanuel from ghpage.com. We have Entamoti from Entamoti Media. The speakers are a lot, and if you go to our Facebook page, you see that we are announcing speakers, and then we are also bridging the gap between just the blogging industry and the business community. So we are also inviting other business people to tell us how bloggers can also work with them in terms of brand influencing and what they actually need from bloggers to be able to exchange their platforms for cash from those companies. So we are hosting the CMO of Tullium Industries, which is one of the biggest brands in Ghana, called Ali Ajami. So he's coming to talk about how they're able to involve bloggers to promote their staffs across the country. So you go to egotickets.com, you just search for Ghana Bloggers Summit, and then you just register. Registration is free, so you don't have to pay for anything. All right, this year's summit is going to be hosted at Alisa Hotels North Reach on the 4th of December, which is a Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a tall list of activities, from speeches to presentations to panel discussions to networking experiences. So, and as part of the summit too, we are giving a free ticket to someone to go to Dubai, can see Ethiopian Airlines. We also partnering with Ghana Web to create the Ghana Web Reporter Contest, which gives the platform for anybody to win 2,000 cedis to be able to start their own blog, and then also work with Ghana Web. We also have a 20% discount from Narcotech on any blogger that wants to host their website or get inspired from the event to create their own blog. They have all those discounts. And then after the event, we also have an after party at Cloud9 in Osu. So it's a whole experienced event. If you come, you'll be able to meet new people, learn new things, and be able to get the opportunity to fly to Dubai if you stand a chance to be that lucky winner.
Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV, also showing on Xylophone TV. The name is Abrantipa. I'm doing this with Nane Aredu. He's with OnePlayAfrica.com, and Nene B is a columnist and an author. So somewhere in October, I remember, I think I just returned from leave, yes, and I hosted Rocky Dawuni on this show. In our conversation, he mentioned that he had submitted his EP, Voice of Boom Boom, for consideration at the Grammys. I was asking him, say, Osha, I don't know how Rebecca say. He says, well, the work that he has put into the piece, he's just hoping that he will hear good news. I'm paraphrasing what he said. Yes. So Rocky Dawuni has been nominated for the Best Global Music Album category at the Grammys. Now, this is how he describes the EP when you visit his website, rockydawuni.com. He says the 8-song EP explores the diversity of his Afro roots sound, fusing modern and traditional music trends in Ghana and across the continent. Voice of Boom Boom is a diverse sonic experience with songs ranging from acoustic to beat-driven anthems to cultural explorations utilizing aspects of Afrobeat, highlife, reggae, soul and pop and beyond. The inspirational words of the songs focus on love, resilience, faith, joy and hope. Running through the EP is a theme of empowerment, urging the listeners to think critically on current issues. So that's the work. Nene tells me he has listened to how many songs on the album have you?
I've listened to the whole album.
All the
I've
songs.
listened to the whole album more than once.
More than once.
I'm a huge Rocky Dawuni fan. When I was in class 5, I think he had this song, I was born in the ghetto. Yeah. We were doing pick and art, and I was supposed to perform in class, and I performed that song.
Oh, okay.
So I've been a big fan of Rocky Dawuni since.
What's your favorite on the album?
On the album, I think it's Ghost Town.
Ghost Town.
That's an acoustic music. I like acoustic music.
Okay. My favorite is Wara anyway.
Odo.
Odo Wara. Charlie. So, did you see this coming?
The thing about the Grammy, right? I read today, just before I came here, that my favorite artist of all time, Kanye West and Taylor Swift, were added to the list of Grammy nomination just 24 hours before it was announced. So it wasn't even clear whether Kanye and Taylor Swift were the biggest artists in the world. This year they are one of the top 3 best-selling artists, maybe top 4 because Adele is out now. Artists in the world were not nominated for Album of the Year.
This year, Kanye is inside.
I mean, no, I'm talking about selling. Until 24 hours before it was announced, he wasn't on it, and he was added just before it was announced, right? And so that should tell you that with the Grammy is quite unpredictable. So I couldn't have said, oh, I saw this coming, especially because the sound on this album is different from what Rocky Dawuni is known for. When Rocky Dawuni was nominated for his first Grammy, he was the first non-Jamaican to be nominated for Best Reggae Album in the history of the Grammy. And so he became known as a global reggae superstar, right? A bona fide reggae artist. So if he had put out a reggae album, I could have said maybe he would be nominated because the Grammys tend to go with tradition, right? So because this album was different, I didn't think he was going to be nominated because he wouldn't fit into the reggae mode. So which other category would he have fit into? And then it just happened that it's High Life, so it fit into what they call global sound now, or they used to be called world music. Now they changed the name to global sound.
Yeah.
Yes. So
That was last year.
yes.
Oh yeah.
So that should tell you that it was quite unpredictable, and so I didn't anticipate it.
Nana,
Around you.
you've followed the conversation on social media, traditional radio or traditional media and all that. Is the applause enough?
It's not.
It's not.
But it's not. But I mean, whose fault? Because a lot of people hardly connected to Rocky. I mean, I know Rocky was in Ghana doing some few PR rounds, but I can tell you that many didn't know he had a body of workout. Many didn't know. And so, for people...
Yeah, he actually was in Ghana the whole of last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of PR work,
Yeah.
but still, many people didn't know. Because there's a certain music culture in Ghana that if a song or an artist is not in the certain top 5, nobody listens to your music or talks about them. That's the culture we have. So it started way back, where you have Tick, Abra for Lord, Rolling, and then everybody's talking about them, leaving out the others. And then you have Nkase will come in, and then they will have a feature about them, and then they will leave the rest and go and talk about Nkase. And then we'll have Dogo come in, then we'll leave the rest and go and talk about Dogo. Then we'll have Kwata come in, we'll leave the rest and go and talk about Kwata. You know, like we've had that as a culture over time. So, yes, the applause could be louder. I mean, if it was Stone,
Even
if it was
Kwame
Eugene or Kitty, it would have been louder all over the country because they are part of the top 5 or quote unquote maybe top 5 or whatever in the country.
Yeah.
Can I have a little pushback to that?
Yeah.
Because last year, Shatawale was on the nomination.
Yeah.
But the applause wasn't allowed.
Because it wasn't a Wale nomination. It was
Okay, I get you.
And even the Wale song with Beyonce, a lot of his fans outside Accra don't know that he has a song with Beyonce.
Actually, people do.
No. I'm saying
I
people know
live
the
outside
song.
Accra.
No, people know this. Listen, people, I'm also talking from a CU background as a consumer understanding researcher for Sony. People do know the song, but if you ask them, they don't know.
Okay, that's probably also because Beyonce is not Daddy Lumba in Ghana.
So that's what I'm saying, that people know the song, but because a collabo, like if you go to Lagos or maybe if you go to Nigeria and you want to do a little survey between finding out who Wizkid worked with on Brown Skin Girl, majority will tell you that they don't know who Beyonce is, because for them
Outside Lagos.
Yes, because for them they know Wiz and he did more on the song.
Okay.
So that's what people have in their head. So the applause could have been bigger if Rocky was part of the top 5, or if Rocky had quote unquote not a hit, like maybe a major radio hit where radio plays his music across. You get it?
Yeah.
So people know that, oh, this artist, blah, blah, blah. Now, the applause is also on a calculated platforms like social media, because most of the people who are cheering Rocky up are early adopters and they are social media maestros. And therefore, they see the essence or the importance of this whole Grammy thing. To the very layman in Accra, Ghana here, who hardly understands the whole Grammy thing, is waiting for a certain sack or the shatter a
I
stone.
think Grammy is quite popular in Ghana because Sarkodie popularized Grammy.
No, you see, Grammy is popular in Ghana on niche platforms like Twitter, like Facebook. It's not out of the social box. Don't get it wrong. I sit on a research that was done late last year, post-COVID, right? And it was to find out how many award schemes will die and how many award schemes will survive after COVID is being, you have a solution to COVID. And on that sheet, in the data that we were asking about the Grammys and the BETs and the American Music Awards and Ghana Music Awards at the time, most people said Ghana Music Awards will never die, but Grammys and the BETs will die, because they had no idea what those two platforms. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think Rocky would have had bigger cheers if he had a major radio hit, not even a monster hit, but say the album, no, maybe Difference or the song you like.
Wara. Wara is a nice one. What's your favorite anyway?
I like the album, but I lean towards the reggae part of the album than the highlight.
The last three are reggae songs. Yeah.
I like that one past all the thing because that's what I know Rocky for. Okay. No, not to say that the first, I like those ones as well, but I just lean towards those ones more. If you had one song in there as a bit popular, we would have had the cheers bigger than the social platforms. It would have been on mainstream, let's say mass radio. So I'm talking about maybe Kwame Sefakan sitting on the morning show and saying that Rocky Dawuni, any nomination, Grammy, yeah, because he knows that his audience know Rocky and they know what the Grammy is. Unfortunately, he cannot celebrate Rocky the way he wants to celebrate him on the platform, because when he does that, many of them will be lost. But it's also on to us to push the agenda so that the cheers will become more, so people can, relate to it.
How competitive do you see the category? Is it tough for Rocky to sail through?
I mean, he's already a winner. He's a nominee. Unfortunately, the world leans towards top fives. That's the truth. And if you check the, I think Wiz is in there, right?
Yeah, Wizkid is in.
Obviously, in the US market, right? I know that people will come at me, but there's data behind what I'm coming to say. Wiz has been one of the most powerful artists of the 2020 to 2021 time. Beating
his song Essence, I'll say, is the biggest song of the year.
Challenging the likes of Drake, Kanye to it. It's no joke. And he's getting to be so powerful that I know of a certain number of producers, labels that have tried to do a remix of the Essence, aside Justin Bieber's own, into different markets, like the Caribbean market, the Latin market, this what do you call it? This DJ Snake, Taki.
The EDM market.
EDM market as well. So West is a big problem now, and no matter how good your album is against his, the world will lean towards the top 5, and he's currently top 2, right? So if your album is even the best production, the best mixes, whatever, and you don't have a top 5 on your album, I'm sorry, but you are not going to win. That's how come he was telling you earlier on about the Taylor Swift and the Kanye thing. At that time, you can't do an album of the year and not have those two in it. It wasn't possible. No matter how late their albums were, because they were top 5 at the time, you can't. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So West stands so tall, and I think for Rocky, he's already a winner because he's been nominated, and it's the second time, right? So I think if he wins, hallelujah. Winning too is sometimes just about lobbying and.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Right?
You see, winning the Grammy is being voted by a committee, right? The Grammy voting, I forgot what they are called, I think college or something. It's made up of former Grammy winners, producers, and music record label executives, right? So most of them don't necessarily have to be people who know what the trend is today. Somebody who won the Grammy in 1950 something can vote on the Grammys now because they're a former winner, right? And they may not actually be plugged into what's happening today. So now, usually, it's very difficult for a first-time nominee to win a Grammy, right? So
the case of Burna Boy,
yeah,
Angelique
Kidjo and all the rest. Yeah, first time nominees.
She's also in this category.
Yeah,
anyway.
so now
and she's also a big contender.
She's won the. So I was about to come there. She's won the Grammy 4 times. She won back to back in this category. She won back I think 2013 and 2014.
Beating Burna to the second one.
Yeah, then she won.
Back-to-back one.
She beat she beat Burna in, was it 2019?
2019, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the third one. I think that was the fourth one. I don't remember what the third one was. But she's somebody who won the Grammy over and over again. So her name is familiar to the people who are going to vote. People who have voted previously, they know her name. So there is Femi Kuti, who have also been nominated in this category several times.
Kutis are there.
You understand? He has nominated several times, and I think he's won just once. But he's been consistently being nominated. I think one time he even was criticizing the Grammys because he had never won for a long time. He was talking about how the Grammys don't recognize blah 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 and all that. But so there is. I think that I don't think Wizkid will win, even though he is the biggest name in the category. I'm leaning more towards Angelique Kidjo, just because she has a history of winning the Grammy. For example, when Jill, Kanye's song Jill, I bring Kanye against a Grammy.
Please pardon us.
I know. He will do the Kanye thing in less than 1 minute.
When Kanye's song Jill is nominated for a Grammy, right? And Kanye fans were angry that why did he not send Off the Grid, which is a bigger song than Jill. But then Jill has Jay-Z on it. Jay-Z is the most nominated Grammy in the history of the Grammy. So if you have a song with Jay-Z and you have a song with Fairview Foreign, with people who are going to vote at the Grammy don't know, what are you going to? Which song are you going to sing?
You have to put your best foot first.
Yes, and the best foot is he and Jay-Z. You understand?
But you see, the Wiz album has Justin. The whole idea for the Wiz getting nominations because of the
Justin Bieber. That's the deluxe version.
Yes.
Yeah, so the deluxe version has nominated.
So Justin Bieber is also a
on it.
Grammy winner, and it's also a popular name.
But you see, the thing about this category doesn't have the what's the name? I don't. Maybe Justin Bieber's name is in the song title. Maybe it's Essence featuring Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he did, because they don't add the credit to this particular category.
No, because it's the album. It's not the
No, there are the album of the year. They have the credit at part. All the people who wrote on Kanye's are on it, but this particular category they don't add the
credit. That's what I'm saying.
That's how when I posted about Rocky's nomination on my social media, and I said I wasn't sure the role your man played on the album because his name was not in the credits.
The producers?
The producers.
Otin's
name was not in the credits, so I was wondering if he played any role and whether he can be acknowledged as a Grammy nominee. You understand? So,
but he shared a screenshot with his name.
Yes, but he's not a nominee.
He's not on the Grammy website.
He's not on the Grammy website.
Yeah, it's not on that he's a nominee. So the thing is, I don't know what role Justin Bieber can play in Wiz winning.
No, it's the influence. But I just brought Bieber because of the influence you spoke about with Angelique Kidjo, because she has won it, so she has influence because the name rings a bell. Now, if you have Wiz and the album has a certain Justin Bieber, it gives it a lot of weight.
That's right.
A lot of weight. So it makes it easier for people who also want to vote.
Wiz too is a former Grammy winner too. He won with Beyonce and then he won with I think Drake too. Yeah, he won with Drake and Beyonce. So no, he didn't win with Drake. But he was nominated with Drake for one dance.
One dance.
Yeah, he was nominated with Drake and then he won with Beyonce. So Wiz name too. But I don't think Wiz's name to the Grammy committee is as powerful as Angelique Kidjo.
Okay.
So I'm leaning more towards Angelique Kidjo.
Right.
I think that we might downplay Femi. The Kuti brothers, they are crazy.
Yeah, there's that too.
Because it just clicked me. They also have a lot of influence because of
Fela
and how the same Nigerians, including Wiz himself, is quote unquote copying a lot of Fela activities and So
the whole Afro beats comes from Fela's Afro beats.
Yeah, a lot of things. People have come at Wiz for even directly copying a lot of Fela's activities.
He had an album. Wiz had an album which was directly, someone would say, a direct imitation of Fela. And that album actually featured Femi Kuti.
Yeah, the one Jai Jai. there's a song called on the album called Jai Jai, which has Femi playing the sax and all. Yeah, I mean,
so it's a very
it's tough for Rocky.
It's a very tough category.
It's tough for Rocky. I think Rocky should increase his marketing in US.
Okay,
but before I come in, there's another category. There's a chance of Ghana being, you know, a Grammy coming to
Juice.
To a Ghanaian.
Is it Juice?
No, a guy, Stonebwoy.
No, I was coming to that. Would have discussed that after the break.
Okay.
But the question I wanted to ask is what Nanayao started. How does Rocky increase his chances, and what can Ghanaians do in this regard?
You have to. Ghanaians living in Ghana, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do because it's like Ghana Music Awards bases its data on the usage of music in Ghana across the 16 regions. The same with the Grammys. You have to have your music in the States on major, let's say, bigger music markets in the States.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing marketing, you have to market your music to meet a lot of Americans, not multinationals, not, you know, like Americans. They must, like how Wizkid is able to go to a Justin Bieber concert where they are Americans and they drop essence and everybody is singing the song. Until you do that, listen, I was telling somebody 2 days ago, I think around Tuesday, Wednesday, that Burna Boy and all these guys, they spend more of their time in London and USA than even in Lagos, Nigeria. Because they need to be there. It's like you live in Ghana, you do your promotions here, you come to Ghana Web, you go to other, you have to do the marketing here. Billboards, create the attention, spend money so the government can tax you. Then the Grammys, you are more eligible to getting access to it. You get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like, it's for the American market. You know, somebody said, why is Wiz not in the overall album of the year? But they put him in the global album.
Because he's not an American artist.
Exactly, you're not an American artist. You understand? So
and his album too is not American. Maybe you're not something you're not an American artist, but your album is an American album. Like Drake is not an American artist,
but he's able to produce.
He's on an American label.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
wanted to come in about there's a little Ghanaians can do, but that one I don't know if Ghanaian will be willing to do it. So you know this girl, Amare.
Yeah.
Her song came on the Billboard recently, and the reason why that song came on the Billboard was because the song was pushed on TikTok.
Yeah,
by young Ghanaian ladies.
No, but it's not.
Which got the attention of American
ladies. It's not
ladies.
Ghanaians living in Ghana. Unfortunately, the Amare data shows that the number of people who are using her music, right,
I'll come in there.
Ghanaians who are living outside
the country.
The country.
Yeah. I wanted to come in. I wanted to say something there.
If you say Jackie, I can agree. If you say Jackie using TikTok to blow, because that one was influenced by local Ghanaian TikTokers, you know, or if you say what's his name, this Lynx artist Kiddy, the song.
I wanted to say that it doesn't really. It sometimes has to start with somewhere, right? Ghanaians living outside Ghana tend to gravitate towards things that Ghanaians living in Ghana are paying attention to. Sometimes, not always.
So that's the level of the argument.
You have a point. I mean, we can also go and make. I've seen Arnold write a post about we making a lot of noise as Ghanaians to help Rocky.
Yeah.
So maybe we can.
When you make noise, can get attention and can get on the platform that the people who vote listen to. Like Billboard is a magazine that they all read. If your name's on Billboard, they'll pay attention to it.
But the thing is that the three markets that drive music influences in Ghana, the large parts are the mass audience, and these guys hardly understand what we do with our TikToks.
It happens.
There's
a way around it, though.
So what we have to do, I think, to make noise, what we have to do is mainstream radio, traditional radio, mainstream, making a conscious effort to play Rocky, to playlist Rocky in their primetime shows, and probably giving the Ghanaian a lot of talkability on the platform. So like talk shows shouldn't just do a week roundup of Rocky Dawuni Grammy and then that's it. It has to be an effort so that the mass audience who give the hits, you know, will also get to know what's happening. Then they can also increase their support for Rocky. Because for us, we are in a box. Okay. I mean, how many people are on Twitter in Ghana, TikTok in Ghana, Facebook in Ghana?
Less than 100,000.
Exactly. So which means that we cannot influence and we cannot make so much noise to get to people, like he said, like a Grammy winner who won like maybe maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But what we can do is prime time radio, giving or TV, not just doing a 1 week. Or Rocky has been giving them Grammy nomination, blah blah blah. Then it's over. But for at least taking one song off the album and making a we've done it before.
I feel like Wara
Okay.
can do well
Right.
with the Ghanaian
We've
audience.
done it before, so like I don't know why.
My own Wara, me come make us
Or don't you know that?
So we had an interview with Way Otin. He's one of the producers who worked on Rocky Dawuni's album. He tells us he has 2 songs in there. So when we return from the break, there are 2 things that we would want to look at quickly. That's we play Otin's interview, and then a post that was made by Stonebwoy, having 3 albums that he worked on, earning nominations in the Best Reggae Album category. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV, also showing on Xylophone TV. Don't go away.
My contribution on Rocky's Voice of Bonbon album, I produced 2 songs on that album. I produced and engineered 2 songs on that album. But actually, I've worked on about 8 to 10 songs with Rocky, but 2 made it on that Grammy-nominated EP. And that is Ghost Town, which has a video on YouTube, and then Wara, which also has the video on YouTube. I thought I was doing what I do best, because everybody knows that when you mention my name, people attribute me to high life and organic music and all that. Yes, and I'm proud of it. So when I was working with Rocky and he opted for that direction, I mean, I was so cool. I was like, yeah, let's do it. I gave it my shot. I gave it my best, because I believe that every project that I do is like my first and it's like my last. So I gave it my best, and I'm glad it's getting the recognition that it has now. I feel like a celebrity already. So I really didn't anticipate that the album was going to be nominated or come up for the Grammy. He's somebody who already knows what he wants. And mostly when it comes to the studio, he will go like this chord, that chord, and then we start to roll. So working with him is always good when you are a producer or an engineer and you know what you're about. It makes it very, very, very easy and smooth. So working with him has impacted me a lot, and it has also taught me not to give up on what I believe in, to follow the trends. Yes, following trends is good. But then when you believe in something and you master yourselves towards that direction, don't follow the masses and sway. Just keep hitting it hard and you will get that recognition that you deserve. So I think staying true to myself and what I believe in is what has gotten me this far in having Rocky pair up with me to achieve such greatness. And I believe this about the time we actually tie him down, to actually ask him what really is that magic behind him getting this for the first time, the second time. Because anything that happens once could be a chance, but when it happens once and twice, then perfectly the person knows what he or she is doing. Talent alone is not enough. Being able to produce an album or an EP alone is not enough. We need to have the right people, the right team, the right connect. Because if you really don't have the right people, it will be very, very unfortunate for you. Because you listen around and you see so many people have good albums, good tracks, which never makes it beyond even their own homes or beyond their social media handles. You ask yourself why. Sometimes it might be because you do not have the right people that has got the right link or the right plot to put you where you belong.
Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV, also showing on Xylophone TV. The name is Abrantepa. I'm doing this with Nani Aredu and Nenebi. You just watched interaction with Way Otin, one of the producers who worked on
Way Otin.
Yes.
I think we'll say that Way Otin.
I've got Way Otin, one of the producers who worked on the album. So I'll get your takes on that, but I want us to do that together with Stonebwoy's post. So when the list of nominees was released, Stonebwoy made a post and said 3 albums had been nominated in the Best Reggae Album category. He says, and the Recording Academy, Stonebwoy features on 3 albums out of 5 get nominated. Should either of the albums win, do the maths, hashtag Ghana, hashtag Beam Nation. And so there were some, you know, there was an information that Stonebwoy has been nominated for the Grammys. Some said he has not been nominated, and all that. These 2 issues, I don't know which of them you'd want to pick if you want to, you know.
Okay, so let me talk about
yes.
my guy, Stonebwoy. I love Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
I've worked with Stonebwoy for a very long time. I'm not more working with Stonebwoy. I was working with him when he was examining music, but I still have a good relationship with these people. My brother, Kwame is still his manager. But then Stonebwoy is one of the most hardworking artists in Ghana. He's somebody who doesn't rest on his laurels. He keeps working, trying to get himself out there. And most of this thing he's doing it by himself. You understand? He's not backed by any major label. You understand? So Stonebwoy is a big achievement that he has been nominated. I say he has been nominated because when you look at the Grammy credits for nominations, for the big awards, they usually have the name of everybody who worked on that album. The writers, the engineers, the featured artists, everything. And Stonebwoy both wrote and featured on all these albums that he's been nominated for. So yeah, Stonebwoy deserves to collect his fans.
Collect his fans, but not as a nominee. This category does not mention features.
I agree with that.
You know, it's a very simple thing. Shatta and Wiz were on Beyonce's African project, the Lion King.
Yes.
The album was nominated, right?
Yeah.
But Wiz won a Grammy because it was Beyonce featuring Wiz for Video of the Year.
Yes.
So it makes Wiz.
I think the album
didn't win.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to explain the issue with
I get what you're
Stonebwoy.
saying.
If Stone had a video with Itana or
Sean Paul.
Sean or any of the guys, right? And the video was nominated for Video of the Year at the Grammys, he will be listed as a nominee because it's Sean Paul featuring Stonebwoy on the song.
Yeah.
That's how come Wiz won a Grammy and Shatta was not even recognized for being on the, but he will get a certificate. Back in the day, Grammy was not doing certificates for contributors or featuring artists on a nominated album, but now they are doing it.
They didn't even have the name of the credits in the credits.
Yes, but now they are doing it. So maybe in the future. But this is why I want to lash the media. Stone made a post, not saying he has.
He didn't even use he was the nominee.
Stone said,
"Do your mathematics."
Do your mathematics.
In fact, he says, "Do the maths."
All of you guys who are running news media failed Ghanaians, and it's so sad that all of you picked up Stonebwoy has been 3 nominations. No. Because you guys are the mouthpiece for all of us. And if I read on your platform that Stone has 3 nominations and now somebody is saying Stone doesn't have 3 nominations, I take your validation as bigger than whoever is saying it. So it becomes, BBB will be like, it doesn't become. So I was so disappointed that the artist himself said, I was featured on 3 albums that have been nominated. So your headline could have been Stonebwoy gets featured on 3 nominated Grammy albums. Because that is the truth. You get what I'm trying to say? Now, if any of these albums win, he, in his bio, that is off Grammys, in Stonebwoy's press kits, can say that I have been part, exactly like what he has now on his Morgan Heritage thing. When you read his new press kit, it says he has worked on Grammy Award-winning album. He never says he's been nominated. So this is the issue that I have. You guys make the fan bases go at him for nothing.
Okay, so let me
because right now
I don't think that has anything to do with the media. The fan bases who have gone for Stonebwoy.
Yes, but the fan bases, don't defend it. We fail the fan bases because the fan bases will pick what we say as the validation.
Exactly.
For them, when Stone even writes, I work with Sean Paul and they will make noise. Hey, Stone get nomination because they want to feel satisfy their whatever ego as a fan or whatever. But for us to push the agenda, because you see, I know him very well. I know his prowess. I know how hard he works. I know that he's trying to make sure that he gets his name out there. He was in France and he made a post that he's taking his team to France by himself, and nobody was helping him. People were bashing him. It is the truth. He's doing it by himself. Every indie artist is like an entrepreneur in any business.
Yeah.
If you are an entrepreneur or self-employed and you have 3 people that you are paying every month and you are not making enough revenue in your business, but you have to pay your salaries, you know how it feels.
Yeah.
So when the artists come to say that, listen, I'm doing all these tours, I'm making myself available to all these platforms by myself, and people are bashing him. I don't understand people. Like, I don't get it. He's trying to make sure that if he's pitching a business idea to any investor out there, it becomes easier when the investor sees that, oh wow, you've got on 3 Grammy nominated album, which makes you like something
like
that we can put
artist,
exactly we can put funds into.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Now what we did, this is how bad it goes to affect Stone in the bigger picture. Let me tell you guys. Now, one, it goes to discredit him when he travels. Because you see, when he travels to do a foreign press run, they Google him. Aside his press kit that he was sent to them, they Google him. And when they do that and they find out that there's a lot of misconception about his Grammy, it's affecting. When he sits on the show, the whole interview goes towards that side for him to clarify it. And by the time he's done clarifying, his time is done.
Okay,
let me see.
Let's give our final words.
When you Google Stonebwoy, the fourth,
please do that in a minute.
The fourth, what's the name? Story you see says that Grammy Academy snobs Stonebwoy.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are things
so when he sits on the show, I traveled with him before to Lagos, right? And we're doing a press run. He was telling me that NY, then you see if I talk, people don't understand. We sat on the show. The host spent 8 minutes for him to clarify an incident that happened in Ghana, because that's what the host Googled and he found out.
Yeah.
And by the time he's going to talk about his project and push the name out there, time catch.
Yeah.
And he has to go off. So it's a shame that we as a mouthpiece for the Ghanaians are actually propelling this, because it goes to affect it. Because he never said he was nominated.
Okay.
He has never said anywhere that he's been nominated.
Let's wrap up. Is that your final words?
My final words.
Because you interjected when Nene was giving his final word.
My final words is we have a new gaming platform on One Play Africa. It's called One Play Picks. You can play a lot of games and win amazing prizes. You don't have to put in money. All you have to do is go to oneplayafrica.com/picks. So many games. You can bet, you can predict from EPL, La Liga to the Italian League. You can play star power, puzzles, and listen, win some prizes. So shout out to us, the people helping us to make this happen. OnePlayAfrica.com is now a web social platform for you. So you are the one putting in all the content. And we have some new series coming in December for our video on demand platform. We have a new show called 360 with Tideki Enipa. Amazing lineup. Pure Akan is in there, Kojo Q is in there, AK Sanchez is in there, Abiana is in there. You will love it. This Sunday 8 p.m. please. One Play Africa's One Play Plus is airing the one show exclusive with Tilly hosting Mona for real. Thank you. My final words.
Lawyer.
Mba sending invoice.
Yeah, sending invoice. So yeah. Oh,
but I also want to give shout outs to the Nene this thing. Shout out for coming on the show.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's talk about. I just wanted to end by, I forgot to acknowledge earlier that this guy, Rocky Dawuni, is one of the biggest Ghanaian exports, right? And he's doing very well on the international platform. But he's always looked back to Ghana. And you know, on his last Grammy nominated album, he had Samini on it. His album before this one had Stonebwoy on it. And this album, he worked with some Ghanaian producers. Even Akable, I think, played on it. So that's to show us that he's very passionate about the work he's doing for Ghana, and I want to commend him especially for that. That's about it. And yeah, my book is also on the way. Book
now, I don't know if you title. See, I've forgotten the title of my boy.
The title is long. What's the title, cry?
Wow.
Everything that happened and the people who made it.
Prove me
the
wrong.
The title is Everything That Happened and the People Who Made It.
Prove me wrong. I see what
Everything That Happened and the People Who Made It. That's the title.
Okay, so that's Nene B. Nene B is a columnist and a lawyer in the making. He is an author. Oton Sase Ewada.
Minton Sase Wada. Minton
books.
But some say Minton Sase
also on Ton Sase. And you buy that you now you already used with OnePlayAfrica.com, an artist manager, event organizer, content curator. Bakuno fan kahu. Media same bottom. A reminder that the show was brought to you by Cheesy Pizza. Cheesy Pizza has what you want from juices, smoothies, jollof, fried rice, spag, and meatballs. We have great news for you all week round. Cheesy Pizza gives you the McCheesy combo every Monday and Thursday with only 49 cedis. You get one small pizza, fries, and chicken, one cola drink at all branches. Tuesdays are Super Tuesdays at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Buy your Super Family Pizza at half price every Tuesday for 40 cedis at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Be part of the midweek bonanza every Wednesday. Buy and get one free at all Cheesy Pizza branches. And also remember to start your weekend with special jollof and fried rice from Cheesy Pizza branches every Friday. Call 026-4133-397 to place your order. 026-4133-397. Cheesy Pizza, your pizza, your way. Before we go, let me remind you that on the 27th of November 2021, Saturday, we say we're doing the Ghana Web Road Safety Campaign walk. We will begin at Legon, Presec Legon at 6 a.m. and then we'll head to Delish Restaurant. We want to help fight against road accidents, and so we want to educate people on how to reduce road accidents so that we don't get ourselves into trouble. So kindly join us on 27th of November at 6 a.m. Presec Legon. 6 prompt, then we are moving. Before that, Krano, if there is anything that you see on our roads that poses as a danger or threat to lives and properties, kindly film them or alert us. We are interactive on all social media platforms. The handle is at the Ghana Web, Alternatively, send us an email, newswires@ghanaweb.com, newswires@ghanaweb.com. The voting for Ghana Web Excellence Awards is still ongoing. Log on to our website, www.ghanaweb.com. You see a nicely designed banner beneath our stories. Click on it. It will take you to a website where you can vote for your favorite nominees. Thank you for watching this episode of Bloggers Forum. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa.